What's going down? Basemore Banners the channel. Thor's Thoughts is a show. I'm Thor. We're back. It's our top 10 McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures of 2021. It is 2022. I've had a week or so to mull and figure out which was my last figures I got in 2021, because there were some late entries in this group, as you can see as we go through. Let's jump right into it. Honorable mentions. I will say Hal Jordan. He was part of a 2-pack, which I'm going to rank the 2-packs here soon. So he missed the boat. And then Black Suit Superman and Bizarro. They were really close to making the top 10, just missed out. But we'll move on with our top 10 here. And at number 10, we have Azrael in his Suit of Sorrow suit. Now, this is a repaint of the red version, but it was such a cool repaint. I think lots of people, including myself, prefer this one to the original red version, which is why I picked him up. It was a hunt in Iowa. I was lucky enough to snag this gold label. He is gorgeous. Just the detailing on him, like I cover in the full review, is really top notch. And I just love the paint scheme overall, the way they utilize the reds and the whites and stuff, and his armor, just everything about the look of this Azrael, I think was kind of why he made the list, because he just looks so good. And it's just such a great repaint. I think that's why he comes in at our number 10. At our number 9, it is Armored Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. This was a late fall 2021 entry, and he is a behemoth. Now, they are coming out with a Dark Knight Returns wave. It's a Build-A-Horse wave. It's coming soon. But this was the first guy we got from him. There is now a variant of him, which is a blue variant. I do not have that. This is just the gray regular version of the Armored Batman, but he is awesome. I love the cape texturing, his armor, his bat belt, his utility belt is so good. It comes with 2 sets of hands. He just has some great articulation. I love the rubber feel of his boots and stuff like that. Just great all around figure, and a solid number 9. So number 8, we're going with Batgirl from the 3 Jokers wave. This is literally my most recent figure, my most recent review, but she jumped in at the number 8 spot because she is my definitive Batgirl. If you're watching the review, I love the full cowl on Barbara Gordon, the dark red hair, the gray and blue, the gray and yellow are just fantastic in her color scheme. She's got some great accessories, which some that's one thing where I think some of the McFarlane things, hopefully in 2022, will have better accessories. You look at She-Spawn or some of the Spawn figures, they come with amazing amounts of accessories. I would love to see DC come with, a few more than they have been coming with. But talking about this Batgirl from the 3 Jokers wave, I love the black and yellow cape that she has. Again, just her whole look, her utility belt, everything about this figure, perfect number 8. At number 7, coming up from that, we had Blight. Now, Blight was another late entry. This is the 4th piece in the build a figure wave for the Futures End Batman. Nailed it. Futures End Batman, the Joker Batman, the Joker Bot. I've heard it called a bunch of different things. We're through 3 pieces. Maybe we got piece 4, but he hadn't opened up Batwoman. That's why she was not in the running for the top 10 of 2021. She did come out, but I didn't get her in 2021. These are just figures that I had picked up and got throughout the year. But Blight, what can I say about him? The skull inside the green casing, his armor again, all those little green nodules around it, on his back, on the back of his on the back of his armor as well. The green electro hand, and then like you saw in the review, when we take off the head and you see just the spinal cord exposed, man, just a great figure. I love a lot of the Batman Beyond stuff that came out this year. I was a big fan of. I really hope to see more in those waves, and he was our first entry from that wave in at number 7. It's Blight. Number 6, it's the Comedian, another 3 Jokers entry, which I was surprised because it was so late in the game. These were literally end of December figures that I had picked up. But the 3 Jokers, because it was post-birthday, 3 Jokers, the Comedian, the Joker, he is awesome. Again, in this line, my definitive Joker. I just love the Killing Joke Joker look. I love the crowbar, the camera that he comes with. his whole jacket, hat, everything, hair, all of it just goes so well. That's why he's my definitive Joker and why he falls in at number 6. Number 5 is Armored Darkseid. Now, gold version. This was a pre-order that I got early in the summer, around the time that the Snyder Cut Justice League dropped, maybe a little bit later than that. But this Armored Darkseid, I do love the full armor version. The other armor version, no bueno. I got it. I reviewed it. Not great. But this full armored version was spectacular. He sneaks into the top 5 just barely. But he's got some pretty good articulation, especially for a mega figure. He's just got a really good look, the way the armor feels, and just everything about him, the paint job, everything on this figure screams number 5. So coming in at number 4, we have Dr. Fate. This is the platinum version Dr. Fate, if you saw the review. He is awesome. I love everything about this figure. I honestly, from 4 to 1, I had a really hard time kind of going like where they were going to fall, right? It was some coin flips. This guy could have been number 1 but he falls at number 4. Now what I do love about this character is just all the great gold ornate detail. All of his armor looks just fantastic. I love the lighter blue of the platinum version versus the darker blue. This is from the Injustice game, which I would have preferred maybe a different version of him, but this is the version we got, and this is definitely a fantastic version. His belt, his armor, everything about this Dr. Fate is fantastic. We were lucky enough to get the platinum version like I was. He's probably high on your list as well. Going in at number 3, though, one of the beefiest boys on the table, it's King Shark. King Shark, this is the gold label King Shark, the single version. I do have the entire Suicide Squad, but I didn't do Build-A-Figure. I didn't do any Build-A-Figures. These are all just singled out figures in my top 10. But King Shark comes in at number 3 because he is just so much fun. Not alone is he just complete having the whole Suicide Squad, but the Suicide Squad is good wave, not a great wave. Better because it's a better movie, but this guy is so much fun to have. The gold version comes with 2 severed limbs, which are really fun to play with him, but he meshes well with any figure that you put him with, and you can have a great time doing some photography or just, posing. He does have pretty decent posability, surprising posability, I'd say, for a mega figure, which is why he snuck in maybe above Darkseid, because Darkseid's got better articulation than King Shark, but King Shark has a sneakier, more entertaining articulation, if that makes any sort of sense, but it does in my mind, and that's why King Shark is number 3. Number 2, this was tough. This was literally a coin flip on these two, but number 2 was Death Metal Batman. Death Metal Batman, he was part of the Build-A-Figure release. No, he was a single pack with the Psych. The Build-A-Figure was the guitar wailing dude with Darkfather. Now, that is almost why he came in number 2. But this was the single version. I put the Cycle with it because that's an awesome vehicle. Probably, there wasn't a lot of vehicles this year, but that's vehicle of the year for sure. But the Death Metal Batman, just the amount of detail on this figure is just extraordinary, from the boots to the belts to the arm guards to the jacket. He's got the best Batman head sculpt out there. 3 Jokers one may give him room for money. Don't have it yet. Not in the running. Not up for discussion. This Batman, though, Death Metal Batman, is the black ring, the glove, everything, the side, the sickle, everything this dude has is top-notch level. I love the gray and black. His armor and body armor underneath, it just looks so good. It's so accurate. I did read these comics this year too, Metal and Death Metal, so they may have factored into why he's so high on my list, but he is maybe just one of the best figures of the year, and that's why he's my number 2. My number 1, I bought 3 of them. Is that right? I bought at least 3 of them. It's Batman Beyond. This is the single pack version. He's got the rocket boots. Now, I wish he came with the batarangs that I had gotten with the Build-A-Figure version, but this Terry McGinnis with or without the wings, with the different claw hands and stuff like that, is everything I wanted from this. This was the guy that got me most excited when he was announced this summer. Literally, I can't even tell you how many I had pre-ordered. Only 3 came. I still have an unopened one, an open one, and then I have the Build-A-Figure one. So many Batarangs, so much Terry McGinnis, so much Batman Beyond goodness. He is my number one because he is he's just so cartoon accurate. There's nothing about him that's bad. From the arms to the legs to the rocket boots to the wings. The one thing I will say is they are detachable. They're not made that way, but you can detach them. So I'm going to say they are detachable wings, and which is why I have one without wings and one with wings, and I just head swap. Now, you would say that's almost 2 figures factoring into this, but just the Batman Beyond figure itself, the single pack, I think is the best figure that McFarlane put out in this whole year. He has next level articulation and posability. He came with a flight stand, rocket boots, and a good amount of accessories. Now you did have to buy the 2 different versions to get the alternate heads, but and there is a painted version and ink version, but he's still my number one. That's it. There's my top 10. Let me know your top 10 in the comment section below. And I'm out. Till the next one. You know what to do. You know where to do it. Deuces.